Hey, what is up, my dudes? Today I'm going to be telling you guys the story of my first Halloween. I didn't experience my first Halloween until I was around 4 or 5 years old, one of those years. So I had no expectation of anything. Somebody just told me at school, so I guess I must have been in kindergarten at least. Somebody was like, hey man, you gonna dress up? And I was like, why? They're like, it's Halloween. And I was like, sure, I guess I'll dress up. It sounds pretty cool. This little kid explained that you're supposed to dress up and go house to house getting candy. And I was like, okay, I don't really care about candy, but I mean, guess that's what all the kids are doing. I liked Batman a lot when I was a kid. I don't know why. So I was like, I gotta somehow dress up as Batman, but I didn't have a full costume. I just had like the little mask, like half from here up. It didn't have the thing down here, and I didn't have a cape for it. I didn't have a bat suit or the belt or anything, and I also did not have $1 billion. Me and my mom went to the 99-cent store. I was like, yeah, Batman needs a cape. So I got some like weird random like Zorro cape or something. And when I was there, I was all like, oh wow, I always wanted to be a vampire too. So I grabbed one of the little teeth, you know, like the vampire teeth. And then I was like, what the hell is Halloween? Because there's like a bunch of costumes here. I ended up getting a Zorro mask to go with the Zorro cape. Well, I didn't know that it was Zorro. I thought it was like Robin or something back then. So Zorro cape, Zorro mask with a Batman mask and the vampire teeth. I think I had like a witch's nose, like the big old green ones with the wart. I had that. Okay, well, to go along with the witch thing, I got like these like little witch fingers that had like nails painted red but long and pointy. On the other hand, I had this like Hulk fist. Well, it looks green. This is my punching hand, and this is like my clawing hand. I put all of this on at once. So I was all like, yeah, you know, Halloween costume, you know? I'm the spirit of Halloween. I remember going to school and people were like, what are you? I'm Batman. How are you Batman? And then a bunch of weird shit. Well, you know, I'm also Robin. I guess that's a Robin mask. I'm Batman and Robin in one. Well, what about the vampire teeth? Well, I also am a vampire and a witch and a goblin / Hulk with my fist hand. That's very creative. I like this. Cool kid. What's your name? Oh, my name is Mario. So that's what happened at school. Later on at night, my mom was like, hey, you want to go trick-or-treating? Like, this is a new thing, because we don't live in this country before this. So hey, this is what kids do. You go out, you get candy, I walk with you, you do stuff. And I was like, all right, that's cool. We ended up going from house to house, and I think every single house was like, what the hell are you? Like, what are you trying to be for Halloween? And I would have to explain the whole thing of, I'm Batman, but I'm also Robin, and I'm also a vampire, and I'm also a witch, and I'm also the Hulk. And everybody would be like, okay man, whatever man, you just do you know, kid? Give me the candy. And everything was going good up until we got to this one house. This one house had like a walkway, like a concrete thing that would like wind and shit. And there was a bunch of grass on the left and the right of that. And you're supposed to go into like this like porch patio area that they had in front of the house. Go to the right, and then there was like this little fence thing, and there was like the door to the house. In front of the door to the house, there was a little like scarecrow or something. And you're supposed to go up to the thing and grab the candy. And what they did is they pretended like it was a scarecrow for like 4 or 5 kids, so that none of the kids that were around the area would know. Like every once in a while, and I didn't notice or something. I was a dumbass kid. Like I didn't know what was going on. And I was like, oh yeah, people are screaming. That's Halloween, right? People get scared. But I didn't see that happen to one of the kids. So it was my turn to go. I ended up just going up, walking my ass to the damn porch, looking at the candy. I was like, shit, everybody's just getting one candy. What if I grab like more? I'm about to reach in, and this fucking scarecrow just jumps up and starts grabbing me, and I start screaming. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Why is this acceptable? Why is this happening on Halloween? Like, is this what people do in America? Just scare the shit out of kids? I was all like, he knew I was gonna get more than one candy. Like like this thing came to life trying to teach me a lesson, because it's like, hey, why are you trying to take more than what you can get, you know? I remember that I got so scared, and I was an angry kid. I walked out from their porch in the middle of their lawn, and I just started taking off all my costume pieces and shit. First the Batman mask, the Robin mask, the witch's nose, vampire teeth. And then I just started taking off my cape and throwing it on the ground. While this was happening, my mom was just laughing her ass off like, what are you doing? Then I was just like, this is because you're laughing at me, and also because I'm scared. Like, why are people scaring kids in the middle of the night? So after that, we were just walking around and I was just a regular kid for Halloween. I don't know. I think I had like some extra vampire teeth in my pocket just because they were made out of plastic and they were so cheap. We got them at the 99-cent store anyway. So I remember walking around with like a spare vampire teeth, putting them on, and then walking up to people and being like, trick or treat, what are you? Oh, like, I'm a vampire. Like, you know, showing them my teeth and then be like, all right, kid, here, get some candy. Like, you lazy ass kid, can't even do anything, getting your goddamn vampire teeth. Okay, everybody's a vampire because vampires look normal apparently to this kid. They just got the weird teeth. And after a little bit, I remember that my cousin was with us and she was like some kind of ballerina and she just kept saying, I'm really cold, because she was wearing like a thin ass like ballerina outfit. And then we're like, why don't you just go home? And she's like, but I like trick-or-treating and I want to get candy and stuff. That's right when we were about to go home because it was getting late. All of a sudden, right in front of the house that we lived in, there was like these teenagers. And I remember their age because I was like, these are teenagers. They're doing some fucked up shit. I know that teenagers do this kind of shit, you know? I saw these damn teenagers. They had like machetes and it looked like they were real because I remember that they were dragging them on the ground, running around in the street, and there were sparks coming out of the damn machetes. And I was like, what is this? So they were just like running around chasing kids. And I remember looking at them and be like, I'm gonna fucking die tonight. I'm actually like, this is like, what is fun about this night? You just go get candy and then you just get killed before you go home. I just grabbed onto my mom and she was like, hey, they're just like pretending. They're not really gonna do anything. And I was like, they're getting too close to those kids over there and we gotta go through them so that we can get home. Obviously I didn't die because I'm still here. I just went in. I just remember thinking, why? My first Halloween, it just was really scary. And after that I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to dress up. I don't know if I want to eat a bunch of candy. And that probably was the reason why I never really ate a lot of candy as a kid, now that I think about it. And on top of everything, just picture this, being a kid from Mexico. I wouldn't say trick or treat because I didn't know that much English. So I would just go trick or treat. And this is your introduction to Halloween. Like, welcome to Halloween in America. When I was in Mexico, we didn't do anything for Halloween. I just remember that there was like some kind of festival that happened where they had like these paper mache masks, but that's for something else. Yeah, it was a pretty scary experience and I'd probably rate it 0 out of 10. Would not Halloween again. Let me know how your first Halloween was, if it was that scary. Anything else after that happened that was scary, because people, they go all out for Halloween, you know? You should subscribe to the channel, click that little bell if you want to get notified whenever I upload anything, because I plan on uploading every week, hopefully, and you want to know when my shit comes out. Peace. $1 billion.